a review on the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation. I got this recently at Ulta, I believe. It was around $4.99, maybe even less. So it's really affordable, and I know it's a new product, so I thought I would do a review. I'm sure you guys are really interested in it. I actually have some notes here, so if I'm looking down, that's why. I just didn't want to miss anything. The claims of this foundation are, I'm just going to start out, start right out. It says it is a feather light liquid mousse, blends flawlessly for natural looking all day shine control. Silky smooth formula leaves a perfectly matte, baby soft finish. Lightweight texture won't feel heavy or greasy. So that's all its claims, Yeah. So the first thing I noticed when I picked this up was that there's only about 6 or 8 shades, not very many shades. Also, you cannot see the actual product before you buy it. So when you look at the color on this tube, you have to think, is this really the right color for me? I'm not really sure. You kind of have to guess. I am in the color 200 soft beige, so if you're anywhere similar to my skin tone, I'm kind of light medium, then this might be the color for you. It did wash me out a little bit. If you actually want to see me apply this and my first complete impressions of it, you can check out my Get Ready With Me Trying New Products video. I will link that below. There is 1 fluid ounce of product in here, which is a pretty good amount. It's a normal amount for foundation. It's really good for the price. It does stay matte all day. I have combo skin, so I have a really oily T-zone, mostly just nose and cheeks, and then I have really dry patches along my chin area and around my mouth. So it did amazing for shine control. It really stood up throughout the day. It did not make my pores look larger. It did not look like I had really heavy makeup on. It feels really light. It just kind of does really well. It's a nice foundation. It does blend in very nicely. It is super thick. Oh my goodness, it is the thickest foundation I probably ever used. It is really a mousse texture, so if you don't like that, then you won't like it, but it's a liquid mousse, so it's not like, it's really hard to describe the texture of it, but it's really nice. You need the tiniest little bit for your entire base. I would recommend using your hands though, because it will kind of clump up on your brush, I feel like, so I would recommend using your hands to apply this, your fingers to blend it in. It gives a lot of coverage, surprisingly, medium to full. I was very surprised. I hardly even needed any concealer. Just under my eyes. I wouldn't recommend putting this completely under the eyes because it is quite matte, so if you want that matte look under your eyes, great, but if you don't, if you find under your eyes to look kind of dry, cakey sometimes, I would recommend just kind of stopping right around that area. Like I said, it does stay matte all day, so if you have dry skin, don't use this. It did cling to my dry spots. I have very dry skin at the moment just because it is winter and the heat's on in the house and stuff like that, so I would think that this foundation would be fantastic for the summer months when I'm very oily. I've been using this for about 2 weeks now. I haven't broken out from it, so that's really good news. If you normally break out from Rimmel products, you might break out from this, but I don't, so I didn't have a problem with it. So I'd say this is great for acne prone or oily skin. If you have super oily skin and you've been looking for that foundation that will stay matte all day, I would highly recommend this. It is so affordable. If you can find your shade in it, then I would recommend it. And if you have anything but oily skin, I wouldn't recommend buying this. You don't need a powder with it. That's one thing I forgot to say. You do not need the Stay Matte powder. If you use the Stay Matte powder with your normal foundation, you really like it, but you don't need to use that with this. I did not use any powder the day I used this, so yeah, I just think that it's really fantastic. I don't think you need any kind of the Stay Matte powder. I don't think you need to cover any powder. I would recommend if you want some kind of finishing product, use a finishing spray. If you don't have the Urban Decay kind of makeup setting sprays, I'd recommend the ones from NYX. This, I'd give it 4.5 out of 5. The only reason I don't give it a 5 out of 5 is because it does cling to dry spots, and it would be fantastic if it was great for oily skin and stayed matte and didn't cling to dry spots, because some people, even with oily skin, do have the dry spots, and you don't want to look cakey under your eyes or anything. I do think you can go overboard with this, so make sure you only apply a thin layer. If you apply too much, it will look cakey and like you're wearing makeup, but if you apply one thin layer, you will get good coverage and it won't look heavy or fake or anything like that. It will look like your skin. It does photograph nicely. There is no SPF in this. I did want to mention real quick, so if you like SPF in your foundation, this might not be the best for you. When you put it on, it doesn't smell really like anything at all, so give this a thumbs up. I think it's a great product. I highly recommend it if you have oily skin. So like I said, I probably won't be using this like anytime in the winter just because I noticed that throughout the day it just really clung around my mouth. I hope this helped you guys out. I hope I got you to buy this, or helped you to not buy it if you have not oily skin. If you guys want to see more reviews from me, I do have a couple coming out soon. A couple more coming out soon. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It is free. There's just a little button right down there so you can subscribe. And I hope you give this a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to check out all my other social media stuff where I try to keep you guys posted on stuff, and that is all linked down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! It did not... Rimmel Sorry, oh my god, I'm moving the freaking tripod around. Ugh, jeez, why do I keep burping? Ew.